Hey everyone, Bypass Blake here. On today's video, we're going to be discussing my 1-year surgery anniversary update. I'm going to talk about what my highest weight was before surgery, what my current weight is today, a year and some change post-surgery. I'm going to talk about my current diet, my current medications I take on a daily basis, and my exercise regimen. You don't want to miss this video, so stick around. My highest weight before surgery was 320 pounds. Ever since high school, I've teetered around 290 to a little over 300, but at my peak, right before surgery, it was 320 pounds. My current today is I am a year and probably about 20 days post-op, and I am down to 205 pounds. I would say I've lost the first 100 pounds, probably about the 8-month mark, and I've kind of fluctuated a little bit here and there. Your body will get used to a certain level it likes to be at, and it'll kind of stay there. You'll usually lose a bunch and then put a little bit back on, but then that's when, your diet and exercise really has to kick in to make sure you don't escalate and go up to where you were before. But usually with this surgery, as long as you follow, a good diet, a good exercise regimen, and stay consistent, checking your weight, and doing all your lab work and everything, usually you won't have that issue going back up to anywhere close to where you were before surgery. Okay, now let's get on to diet. So with diet, it's not necessarily what you should be eating, it's what you should not be eating. A lot of times after surgery, your palate changes a little bit and you start liking either spicy foods more or fruits more. But I mean, you just kind of have to play around and see what your body likes after surgery. The biggest thing is, just eat leaner stuff. Eat, your skinless grilled chicken, some salmon, eat a lot of fish. You can eat beef and pork here and there, but the biggest thing is you just want to kind of eat clean. The whole point you having a surgery is to lose weight and get healthy. You don't need to be eating fried foods, fatty foods, stuff with sugars and candies and all that. And honestly, after surgery, you'll realize your palate changes and your body actually wants stuff that's nutrient dense and stuff that's good for you. And believe it or not, it can taste good. You can put spices and you can eat fruits and you can eat all this stuff, and it opens up a whole new world after surgery with your palate, the way it changes, and you get to explore all these new foods. And you're not scarfing it down like you were before surgery. You actually get to slow down and savor and enjoy the food that you eat. So one of my biggest fears before surgery was only being able to eat a little bit of food and have the feeling like I'm starving and not being able to eat anymore, which is absolutely not the case. Every time I eat, a little plate full, and I feel stuffed. I don't feel like I'm deprived. I feel satisfied. I feel like I took 2 trips to the buffet and I'm like, I'm good. I don't need any more. I feel awesome. All right, so now we're going to talk about exercise and exercise regimen. This is a big thing you need to discuss with your physician, your bariatrician. There's usually 2 schools of thought on this. One, you need to do some cardio, walk around, get moving. You don't want to sit there and as soon as you're cleared to go exercise, go from 0 to 100 and injure yourself or exercise so much that you're going to be hungry more and have to eat more calories to kind of feed those muscles and build those muscles. It's kind of counterproductive. So the big thing is talk to a professional about it. But what I do is I go to the gym probably about 2 or 3 times a week. I do a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength training, usually more repetitions and less weight. I'm trying not to injure myself. I'm trying not to build so much muscle that I require a higher caloric content, because that will basically keep me from losing weight. Muscle does make you gain weight and it burns calories all the time, but the trade-off is, you're still trying to lose weight. So the biggest thing is do some cardio, some walking, get moving, lose calories that way, do some toning, just basically doing high reps, low weight, just getting those calorie burns in and not really focus on becoming a bodybuilder and building a ton of muscle at first. Once you get 1.5 2 years out and you kind of plateau and you get where your body wants to be, then yeah, perfect. If you're cleared by your doctor, go be a bodybuilder. Just go do your thing. Now, something else I wanted to talk about was plateaus. During your first year of weight loss, you're going to hit plateaus. You're going to lose, 20 pounds, and then you're going to sit there for a couple weeks and not lose any weight, and that's normal. You're having these major shifts in your body, these major changes in your body, metabolically, everything that's going on. You got water weight that's shifting, that's normal. Just trust the process, weigh yourself every couple days, make sure you're tracking your calories and not, that you're in a caloric deficit. But trust the process. If you got any issues with it, call your nutritionist, call your doctor. But, you're going to have plateaus, especially in that first year. And that's going to be normal. That's just what it is. So, trust the process. Just keep at it. You fall off the wagon, just get right back on. So no matter if you had the RNY bypass or the sleeve, usually the vitamin and nutrient requirements are going to be very similar, if not the same. Your duodenal switch patients, they require a good bit more supplementation on their vitamins and nutrients and what your body needs. There are only 2 medications that I have to take for the rest of my life. One is a bariatric multivitamin. It's different than a standard multivitamin. It has extra stuff like vitamin B12 and certain things that we need as weight loss surgery patients. And then the other one is a couple calcium citrates throughout the day. I use little caramel chews that I take throughout the day, and it helps supplement that calcium. In addition to the bariatric multivitamin and the calcium citrate chews I take, I do a probiotic, which is for gut health. And I also take a prebiotic to feed that. And I also take some vitamin D, which prior to surgery I was already vitamin D deficient. Most people are. So I take that. That's really all I take every day. Every once in a while, a stool softener. Once you've had surgery, you eat a lot of protein. The food goes into your intestines. It doesn't sit in your stomach acid and break down. So if you don't chew your food like you should, and you eat a high protein, sometimes you get a little backed up, and just, stool softener here and there usually helps. But the pre and probiotic seems to help a pretty good bit with that too. Now, some people will have a little bit of hair thinning and hair loss. Disclaimer, this hair loss was genetic, and I've been going bald since my early 20s. I'm approaching 40, so it has nothing to do with the weight loss surgery. However, some people will experience a little bit of hair thinning, a little bit of hair loss. It's usually the first year and a half. A lot of hormone imbalance, especially with females. And you can combat that with over-the-counter biotin and all kinds of other stuff. Just do your research and help slow that down, and then, get your vitamins. That's the biggest thing. As long as you keep getting lab work, make sure you're taking your bariatric multivitamin and all your other stuff, you should be good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this 1-year surgery video. I apologize for not putting out more content like I should. I work in healthcare. I've been very busy through the COVID pandemic. I've had a lot going on with my full-time job. I'm going to start putting out more videos every couple weeks, put out more content. If y'all got anything you want me to do a video on, just leave it in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide.